Hello, it's Brandon at Voodoo Forge. We're going to be making some hard hooks today. I can just grab it. I usually tap it with a hammer. Now some people will bring it over here. It's a jig. Now this is a pretty basic hook, but you can use this heart on other things, not hooks. This is just a really simple, quick hook that I make a lot of. So let me show you my process. Starting material is 1/2 inch by 1/8 flat stock, 8 inches per hook. What I like to do is start with a 16-inch piece and mark out my measurements at 2 inches, 8 inches, and 14 inches, so I can go ahead and center punch, and I can make 2 at a time. It just makes it a little easier to handle. But you can mark them 1 at a time if you want to, and do it in 8-inch pieces, doesn't matter. But I'm usually making a bunch of these at once. We're going to be slicing our stock down the middle to the 2-inch point. There's a bunch of ways you can do this. You can do it with a slitter or a chisel, heat the material up and chisel it, or even do it cold with a chisel. You can do it with a hacksaw. You can do it with an angle grinder. You can do it with a big stationary metal cutting bandsaw. I like to do it with a portaband in a vise. The only problem with this portaband is it doesn't have a trigger lock, so I have to put several zip ties on it to get the trigger to stay on. And once it's going, I just try to cut down the middle. Another benefit to doing several at a time is once I have cut one, this side's warm. It's not so hot you can't stand it, but you don't want to hold on to it. So I can make a pile and go through and cut all of one side and then come back and cut all the other ones, and they've cooled off. Okay, I timed it, and those take about 20 seconds a piece, so that was, I don't know, however long that was. Now that they're cut, we can throw a few in the forge. And one of the reasons it's beneficial to use long pieces of stock is I can just grab it, pull it out, don't need my tongue. Okay, I'm going to bring it over to a hot cut. And then separate my pieces. I usually tap it with a hammer to get it all the way down, and then rock it back and forth on the hot cut. Sometimes you can make sure it's flat. Now in a world where you're not trying to feel it, you can do this in the same heat. Feel it, feel it. Just bringing this over to the anvil, using the side of the anvil, and forging down a taper. And then we're going to bring her over here. Get some little, use the horn. Now some people will do this with their hammer. I like to use scrolling tongs. Give me just a hair more control. And just kind of put this together a little. Not the most symmetrical heart, but a heart. Once you've got a few done and let them cool down, do the other side. Once you have a heart forged on each end, you're going to center punch these to drill the hole to hang the hook. I drill a 3/16 hole. Now I got to cut them in half, so I'm just going back to my portaband. Now at this point we should have a pile of these things, and we just got a couple more steps and they'll be hooks. And when I'm doing the hook part, I usually stick them in 3 at a time. Just trying to get the end of it hot at first. It's about as much as we need hot. Now I'm just going to bring it over here, fishtail this out a little bit, thin it, make it like that, and then start on the curve like that. Throw her back in the fork. And just gonna bring this into a gentle curve, like that. For me, this is a production hook for me, so I use a jig to bend these as quick as possible. Okay, now on the back of these are sometimes a little burr where we drilled our hole, so grinder of death takes care of that real quick. There we go. There's our pile of hard hooks. And also, using the same technique, I made these. I call these curly hooks. I don't know, they may have a name, but that's what I call them. I call these vortex hooks. I'm sure that's called something else, but that's what I call it. And that's all the same, 8 inches, 2-inch slit. The whole process is the same. I use scrolling tongs to do these. So yeah, that way you got a variety. Now I used one whole piece, a 1/2 inch by 1/8 inch flat stock, and some cutoffs that I had laying around here. I made about 40 hooks this afternoon. Here's the thing about these hooks. Once you've made them a few times, it's not super long. It is production forge work. And a 20-foot piece of 1/2 by 1/8 cost me $13. Your mileage may vary, but that is from a steel yard where you can buy a 20-foot section and delivered to my shop. One 20-foot piece is $13. That's 240 inches. That is 30 of these hooks. I sell these hooks, I will say, between $12 and $15 a piece. So you're looking at between $360 and $450 worth of product. Now, I know that there's some troglodyte out there who's going, well, you're selling them way too high because you've only got this much in the material. Yeah, I've only got that much in the material. You're looking at about 3 hours of actual work, but you've also got your consumables, you know, the gas, drill bits, the equipment you're using, the wear and tear on you, and unless you've got an order for 30 of these, they're not going to sell immediately. So that you have to factor that into your price. So $12 to $15 is pretty reasonable for these. If you sit down, if you do a little booth at some fall craft fairs or some spring craft fairs or the church arts and crafts fair, or you know, Bob Scott Cancer fundraiser, if you sit down one afternoon and you make 30 of these, that's money in the bank. It might not, you're not going to sell them all the first time you set up. I've got stores that keep these. I've got catalog companies that order these from me, and if I'm ever out doing a show, which I don't do much anymore, I have these with me. I do about 4 times a year. I'll make about 100 of these, and I sell them throughout the year. So 400 or so. So just it's a fun little thing. It's not fun. It's production forging. It's a money-making thing. It's 100% a money-making thing. People like them. I like that people like them, and it is better than a real job. So anyway, that is my take on it. If you have any questions or comments, holler at me, and y'all behave yourself. Joel's visiting me in the shop. What are you making, Joel?
Turtles.
Let's see a turtle. It's a turtle in a Stevie Ray Vaughan hat. What else you making?
Cacti.
Cactuses.
It's cacti.
Okay, cacti. Joel's been drinking a blue slushy, can you tell?